So let's proceed with problem solving involving system of linear inequalities into variables. This is just a quick video kasi dalawa lang naman yung i-discuss natin. Anyway, let's start with this video. This problem, sorry. Number one, the frontliners are expecting donations of food packs from the math club. The math club plans to serve pork, adobo, and steamed vegetables. They will need to buy at least 60 kilos of meat and vegetables. So meron na agad tayong inequality on the third sentence. So meron tayong at least. The pork costs 200 pesos per kilo and the vegetable costs 120 pesos per kilo. They have a budget of at most 9,000. So another inequality, meron tayong budget na hindi daw lalagpas ng 9,000 pesos. For meat and vegetables, do they meet both expectations by buying 20 kilos of pork and 40 kilos of vegetables? So how do we explain this? Let's start with the variable. So ang variable natin dalawa, variables, si plural. So meron tayong variable for the kilo of pork, so which is P, and vegetable. So it's veggies. Lagyan na veggies na lang. V. Okay? Kapag kinombine natin yung kilos ng pork at kilos ng veggies, hindi dapat yun bababa sa 60 kilos. Okay? So how do we represent that? So let's have a representation of the inequalities. So first inequality, we will talk about the number of kilos of meat and vegetables. So sabi na sa third sentence, dapat hindi siya bababa ng 60 kilos. And the inequality for at least, please take note, the inequality for at least, or the symbol for at least is greater than or equal to. Okay? Dapat hindi bababa ng 60 kilos. So paano yun? So the kilos of pork plus the kilos of veggies, it should be greater than or equal to 60 kilos. Therefore, this P plus V greater than or equal to 60, this is our first inequality. Okay? Next, they have a budget for at most 9,000 pesos. So, hindi dapat siya lalagpas ng 9,000 pesos. This is the maximum. Okay? Malaking pera kasi donations yung pinag-uusapan. Ang kilo daw ng pork ay 200. So that's 200 times kung ilang kilo man ng pork yun. So for at most, kabaliktaran niya. So ito yung gagamitin natin, less than or equal to 200 times kung ilang kilo ng pork. Hindi natin alam yon, di ba? And we let P be the number of kilos of pork. So this is 200 P plus magkano ang kilo ng vegetables? It's 120 times kung ilang kilo ba yung vegetables, di ba walang sinabi. So that's V. At most. So it's less than or equal to magkano yung budget? 9,000 pesos. Do not need to include the cents. Okay. Ayan. So this is our system. Okay. Yung system natin. And the question is, do they meet both expectations by buying 20 kilos of pork and 40 kilos of vegetables? So, i-check lang natin if parang yung 20 at 40, that is the test point. Will become the test point. 20, 40. Ito yung P, ito yung V. Ganyan lang natin sa baba. Ito yung P, ito yung V. tingnan natin kung satisfy on both inequalities. So, dito na lang tayo. Ang first inequality natin ay ito. So, kung 20 yung sa pork, tapos 40 yung sa vegetables, 60 greater than or equal to 60, this is true. Kasi meron tayong equal. 60 greater than or equal to 60. So, this is true. Meaning, 2040 satisfies the first inequality. So, this is true. Okay? So, na-meet niya yung expectation doon sa first inequality. How about the second inequality? Meron tayong 200b plus 120b less than or equal to 9,000. So, let's substitute. So, 200 times 20 yung kilos ng pork plus 120 times 40 yung kilos ng vegetables. Tingnan natin kung less than or equal to 9,000 to. 200 times 20, so that's 4,000. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, 1, 2, 3, tatlo yung 0. Plus 120 times 40, so 12 times 4 is 48. 1, 2, so it's 4,800. We're going to add this. This is equal to 8,800. Is this true? Yes, it's true because 8,800 is less than or equal to 9,000. 8,800 less than or equal to 9,000. So this is also true. Meaning, na-meet nila yung expectation sa pagbili ng 20 kilos of pork and 40 kilos of vegetables. So the answer here is yes, and this explains a lot. So ito, in-explain na natin through providing a solution. Okay? So, ayun yung answer sa first problem. How about the second? Okay, so sana mapagnilayan nyo yan. How about the second? So, I took this from the module sa assessment part. Catalina decides to buy alcohol and gloves to protect her family from virus infection. She wants to buy at least 30 of these two items with a budget of at most 1,000 pesos. The graph represents the limits on the number alcohol A and gloves she buys. If Catalina buys 10 bottles of alcohol, how many gloves can she buy while satisfying both conditions? So, yung A, this is for the alcohol. Tapos yung G, yung vertical line, is for the gloves, number of gloves. So sabi, kung bumili si Catalina ng 10 bottles of alcohol, so ito yun, 10. Masasatisfy ba on both conditions? Or how many gloves pala? How many gloves can she buy while satisfying both conditions? So, kung 10, tumapat siya sa 20. So, pwedeng ang minimum number of gloves na pwede niyang mabili ay 20 lang. Included yung 20 kasi solid naman yung line. So, ang pinakamababa ay 20. Tapos, ano yung maximum? Kapag 40 na, hindi na pwede. Kasi outside the overlapping regions na. 'Di ba? Sabi natin, kung ano yung mga points na nandito sa overlapping regions, yun lang yung magsasatisfy on both inequalities. So, hanggang saan lang siya? Hanggang 30 lang. So, kung hanggang 30 lang, meaning, ito yung ito yung minimum, ito yung 30 is the maximum number of gloves. So, ibig sabihin, letter A, B, C, or D, she can, so she can buy at least at least 20 gloves and at most 30 gloves. Bakit hindi pwede yung 15 gloves? Kasi kung 15, nandito yon. Wala siya sa overlapping region nung dalawang inequality. So the answer here is D. Okay? Okay, so that ends our discussion for problem solving. So easy lang. Okay, thank you.